What's going on, everyone? So for a while now, I've had heard these talks from other people saying how much they are getting tired of Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart is either just funny on stage and he's not funny in movies, or you have people that says he's funny in movies and not funny on the stage. For those who says he's not funny in movies, they pretty much bring up the same point, and that's he's the same guy. And then really quickly, I enjoy Kevin Hart in movies and on stage. I'm a Kevin Hart fan. I enjoy him. But I do sit there and say, well, Kevin Hart is the same guy in movies, and it has gotten repetitive, and it has gotten kind of annoying for me. So I seen him on The Breakfast Club, and he pretty much addressed this, and he said at the time, those movies that he starred in was Soul Plane, Think Like a Man, Grudge Match, Ride Along, and one more that I'm forgetting, but it's pretty much the same thing. And he goes and says that, it's not that many movies that he has done and that he has starred in. And he also said that how much of he's not an actor. He's not Daniel Day-Lewis. So I do agree with him there. But like many comedians, they have a point in their career where they're at their apex, they're very high, they're on the top of the world, and then they seem to decline. And so far, Kevin Hart haven't been on that decline. So you take Eddie Murphy, for example. Eddie Murphy at one point was the funniest man in the world. He had one of the highest grossing films, and he goes from a movie 48 Hours to Beverly Hills Cop to some bad movies in the 90s and the early 2000s to being Donkey and Shrek. There is a difference between a 48 Hours Eddie Murphy and a Beverly Hills Cop Eddie Murphy. There is some kind of differences. You even take Martin Lawrence, he had a little run in the 90s also. You can take him from being in the movies Bad Boys to being in the movie Life that I did a review about in one of my older videos. And also, even if you look at even Mike Epps had a run in the 2000s where Mike Epps was at the highest of any pretty much black comedian at the time. He goes from Next Friday to being in a Resident Evil movie, trying to show some range. I am still, at this point now, looking back at that, I am still shocked that he did that role and he was able to do that role. Was it amazing? No, but was he very bad? No, he was decent in the movie. And then you take the king of pretty much comedy for me, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle has done very few movies. He has done things like Con Air and You've Got Mail and things like that. He wasn't the star in the movie, but he didn't have much range from Dave Chappelle on the stage to Dave Chappelle on the screen. But with Dave Chappelle not having many movies and not being the star of those movies that I just mentioned, and Kevin Hart is, it gets repetitive because we all know going into the movie what Kevin Hart is going to be. He's going to be the annoying small guy and things like that. So we've seen that so many times, and when Kevin Hart seems to be releasing a movie every month, it gets very old and people are at a point where they don't care about him. They've seen it already. He's starting to get annoying, and I totally agree with it. So in a few days now, Kevin Hart is coming out with a movie with The Rock, or I should call him Dwayne Johnson, and called Central Intelligence. I am totally prepared to crap on that movie. The trailer looks awful. You know going in what it's going to be. The Rock, the big tough guy, Kevin Hart, the small scary guy, and Kevin Hart is going to be the comedic relief. We don't really need to see this movie to know how it's going to go. So it's just something I wanted to address about some of the things that I hear people say about Kevin Hart. I do find him funny on the stage. I do find him funny to be funny in the movies, but at some point he either has to show some range, or he has to stop doing so many movies where he's the star. Now it sounds weird because it's like I'm saying to him to stop making money as being the star in these movies. But the thing is, people are just getting annoyed with him at this point, and he's not doing anything different. So I just would hate to see, as good as Kevin Hart is, for him to get so much hate for him just being the same guy, being who he is, and not really needing to act. Just my thoughts on some Kevin Hart and acting things that I've heard from other people. Guys, more content coming. Catch you next time.